Hello everybody, it's Scribs. Today we are making a video all about color theory and OCs based on sea creatures. Let's get into it. I watched a video that talked about the 60-30-10 rule, and I also included an accent color, and that's what I'm testing out today. So I picked a few sea animals. I picked squid, shark, jellyfish, manta ray or stingray, what's the other ones? Manatee, and last but not least, what did that say? I didn't see what it said. Sea lion. Oh, a sea lion. So then I went on coolers.com. I'll put that link in the description, and I picked a bunch of interesting color palettes, trying to pick a bunch of colors that I normally wouldn't use, colors that were really bright and saturated, as opposed to desaturated cool colors. I feel like I work with a lot of cool colors, or I think I work with a lot of warm desaturated colors, right? And so I tried to pick a bunch of other things, and when I realized I had a lot of greens and blues and not as much pinks or anything like that, I changed things around. The first go ahead of this, I was feeling very, very off about my anatomy. I kept adjusting the body of my girl, and I didn't end up adding any of the tails, which really bummed me out, because the whole point of doing this was that I wanted the tails to be involved, and I didn't feel like they fit in the design in the way that I wanted them to, so I ended up taking them out. Yeah, I'm really sad about that, because the whole point of it was that I'd seen people's like really cute shark OCs, and I wanted the tail. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to do that if I draw them again, because I kind of would like to draw them again in some capacity. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. There's a few things I was thinking about with this, including forehead space and leg space. I end up shortening the calves a lot, so the body isn't exactly proportionate. I don't really mind having that exaggerated body size or anything like that. Like, I would like to do big feet, big hands. Why do people always make noise at night? I'm the only one who can make noise. But yeah, I would like to do that. And sometimes I attempt and then I forget, or I feel like it looks off. So I gotta figure out how to make it feel more natural for myself to do, and not have like this worry in my mind about it, because that's really what usually happens. Is like I start it off and then I'm like, oh, this kind of looks weird, so I should stop. And I gotta be like the people that are like, that's just my art style. I don't think I've ever really been like that, because I'm too critical of myself to just let it slide. And I've also when I was first starting off, I was trying to be realistic, right? So it was really important to me that I was able to capture that. And then like afterwards, I started to change the direction I went in, because I couldn't draw the way that I wanted to. I think my manatee design was good in the end, except for the shoes. And that's another thing I need to focus on. I remember I was going to do 100 shoes in 10 days. And then I stopped myself, because I was like, actually, look at that. With just a little practice, I'm good. Of course I would say that, because you know what happened after that? I immediately went back to sucking at drawing shoes. So I actually probably should stick to it instead of just giving up like I always do. If that's something you're interested in, let me know, because that would give me motivation. If you made it this far, comment down below Do you like Labubus? Personally, I think Labubus are some of the scariest things. It's kind of like Furbies reincarnated. And I am a big Furby hater. I really don't like Furbies at all. Yeah, but I do like figurines and I do like collecting stuff. And I would really like to. I actually wanted and still do want to make my own like set of figurine characters. I don't know what it would be based off of, but I would want to do something pretty cool, and it probably wouldn't be that original because there's so many ideas out there, but I still want to do it. And every idea has inspiration from other ideas or whatever, so gotta let myself live. I really struggled with the yellow girl. Who was she? Was she a jellyfish? No, she wasn't a jellyfish. I'm drawing a jellyfish now. Because I wasn't sure about how her chest would be placed. And then this manta ray. No, not a manta ray. Yeah, manta. Stingray. I struggled with her because I wanted her actually to have a robe, but it ended up being this instead. And yeah, that just wasn't what I was looking for originally. And it sucks because I really wanted to execute the initial idea I had in mind, and it ended up not going that way. But what can I do? I can just try again or leave it at that and be dissatisfied. It's just like a matter of perspective, so to speak. And yeah, I probably should really draw shoes more because I just feel the way that I draw them isn't all that great. I already have a board with all of the stuff. If I ever was going to get into it, if I was going to get into it soon. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the excitement underneath my bones. I really like this drawing for the manta ray, despite the struggles. The stingray, sorry, despite the struggles. But I do have a bit of an issue with the fact that the drawings feel stiff. The whole point, I feel, when I thought of ocean and sea creatures was to keep this flowiness. So anytime I feel like the outfits are a little stiff, it also makes me think I should have done more challenges with outfits. I did this fall outfit challenge once upon a time, and I could still do it again. So I feel like in my sketchbook, I should probably spend a lot of mornings drawing stylized hands and feet in outfits. And because I used to just take away a bunch of detail just so I would be able to draw the way that I want to. And now I'm putting some of that detail back. And so we are where we are, if that makes sense. And as I begin this last outfit for the jellyfish, a few things I began to notice. One, I had a really hard time doing the pose, but also it was very fun since I got to challenge myself in drawing this, and I ended up really liking it in the end. I think the hand is too big, but that's something to deal with another time. I kind of want to have big hands, big feet. There's a certain style that I should reference more since that's what I'm going for. But yeah, I had a good time drawing this. The shoes, again, made me realize I should study drawing, so I feel as though I'm going to have to do something about that since it's a big issue I feel is plaguing my art and feet in general. I had fun doing this challenge regardless of the barriers I came across, but ultimately I think that it would be much better executed if I had felt like I was at the level I wanted to be in terms of understanding clothing and folds and shoes. I think that it'll probably be easier to learn this time. I'm just going to have to figure out a better way to retain the information, and I already have an idea, and I'm starting to want to do it right now. But obviously that's going to be for a different video, and I still have that big video I have to do in the end, and that's something I need to keep track of as well. So I should probably stop procrastinating and actually start to do that idea, because I think it's going to be fun, and I do actually want to do it. I just feel pressed for time, so to speak, I guess. But I hope you had fun watching today's video. Let me know your opinion about Furbies and what your favorite sea creature is, and also what your favorite design is from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.